very appropriate for this area. I found one of these here before. It's a Boy Scout matching fire permit badge. We're right outside a scout hut, so like I said, makes sense. This one still has the full pin attached. It's practically as good as new. Don't know if these are still in use, but this one wasn't dropped very long ago and it was pretty close to the surface. So yeah, nice little find. Catch you on the next one. Well, hello again, everybody. Welcome back to Digging Halton. I'm Kevin. So the big trip to North Carolina didn't happen. Family crisis a little bit there, and a long story otherwise, so I won't go into details, but I won't say it's canceled. I'll say it's postponed, maybe till the fall. But it's getting closer to spring here. This is the first week in March now, and the snow's melting. We get above 0 temperatures all week, so hopefully we'll get out there swinging pretty soon. Good footage this week. Some really interesting stuff that I found. Just watching it myself brought back very fond memories of late last fall and the beautiful weather that we were experiencing back then, and some historic finds. So I hope you enjoy it. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. Leave a comment, like and share and all that kind of stuff. It all helps to build the popularity of the channel. So thank you very much for watching, and if you have any comments, you can leave those as well. Thanks. Well, this was ringing up about a 32, 33 on the Equinox 600, and you can see how deep it was. And I haven't found one of these in a while. As you can see right there, it's a largie, quite corroded. It's going to take some work to get something off it. Can't even tell if it's a Vicky or George V. Yeah, pretty mucky, but it's a largie. I'll clean that off a little bit more when I get home and show you. Yep, like those. Beautiful. I just said that this one could be another largie. I looked in the hole, and there it is. You can see the green edge. Close in on it. That's got to be a large scent. All day long. Again, quite corrosive, or corroded. But no doubt about it, be nice to clean that up. Might just get some detail on it. I just say at this point, second largie in 10 minutes. This place is still rich with old coins. I think I'll call it a day though. It's getting kind of late, but I'm certainly coming back here. It's been a good day. Well, here's these two largies that I found today. They're both pretty toasted. Just got one date off of one of them. It's 1918, King George V. This is just the first round of cleaning with a toothpick. I'll try and use Andre's pencils on them and hopefully come up with a little bit more detail, but you can see the corrosion is just has just destroyed this coin, and the other one is even worse. Can't even get a date or anything off of it. It's very identifiable, of course, as a large cent, but there's the obverse. Can't even see if it's Victoria, Edward, or King George V. And it's very light, which means that it's lost a lot of its weight through corrosion, I guess. It's thin. You can see that big green blob there. Yeah, that's the reverse there. That's the obverse. Let's see if I can get rid of some of that stuff on it and get down to the base metal. And either way, I'm not worried about damaging this coin any more than it already is. It's obviously not worth anything. So anyway, if I come up with any more detail, including a date, I'll let you know. I swear I was going to write this signal off. It was deep, and it sounded just like rusted iron, really, really high, like the highest level on the, sorry, I'm trying to settle down here, on the Equinox 600. And I pulled a bucket lister out of the ground, I believe, First one I've ever found. At least I'm hoping it's not a junker, but I'll turn around and show you as I
look
right
at
on
that side wall there. And it's right over here. Do you see it? Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. That looks like a gold ring to me. It's got an initial on the front. It's a kid's ring. It's partially broken. Partially broken. It's broken. It's heavy. Oh, look at that design on it. Oh my goodness. Try to get that focused for you. Can't make out the initials. It's very fancy scroll work. That's about as good as I can get for you. I'm going to have a look on the inside, see if I can see any writing inside. But look at that. It looks like ECJ. That's what it looks like to me. Sorry, I have you upside down or sideways here. ECJ. Let's look together to see if there's anything inside. Imagine that breaking like that. I don't think I broke it. At least I hope not. No, I'll have to clean that up and get a better look on the inside and see if there's any writing like 14 karat gold or something like that. Okay, it does indeed say 10 karat gold on the inside. Right there. I don't know if that's the right way up or not, but I'll show it in both directions. And I scanned the hole again, and there's nothing left in there, so I'm reasonably confident that I did not break this ring, but that's a nice little chunk of gold right there. Cool stuff. It's another beautiful fall day here in Halton Hills, and the sky is blue. Temperature is going to be about 16 degrees today, and I've been out here now for a couple minutes. Found some interesting things, and just something else in the hole here that I haven't really looked at too closely yet, but I see a shiny rim. Yeah, it's questionable, but because it was only coming up 2021 on the Equinox 600. But let's see what we got. Okay, I don't know if you can see that, but there's certainly a rim there of some kind, and that's where the target is. So let's pluck that out and see what we got. There's my hand. There's my hand. There's the target. Oop. Is it a ring? Is that a ring? Yeah, that's a ring to a pull tab. Yeah, it can fool you sometimes. But anyway, I'll show you what else I got here, if I can get it out quickly. I've got a few of these in this area, but this is probably the best in a while. It's another large cent. This one's 1909. So it's King Eddie. It should clean up pretty good. I'll take a toothpick to that when I get home. And something else I eyeballed, which I haven't found in a while, is a clay marble. Perfectly round clay marble. So yeah, there's some history here. I'll keep going. So I just pulled out a really deep small cent. You can see there, it's got to be eight or so inches into the ground. This requires a little field cleaning, I think, because I'm curious as to what it is. I think it's a King George V small cent. I'll get back to you and let you know. Yeah, so that's what it is, all right. Looks like a 1936, if I'm not mistaken. You can see the 1 cent there clearly on the back. Canada on the top, and I think that's 1936. I didn't think they made them that late, but maybe this is one of the very last ones. I think it is in 1936. Front is pretty toasted. I'm going to have to do a little bit more work on that when I get home. But another King George V small cent for the collection. Well, I think I found something else that's worthy of some field cleaning, a little relic of some kind. Ringing up fairly high and consistent on the Equinox 600. I believe it's copper. Could be brass. It's dirty. It's got a bit of a design on it. I'll show you what I got. So here it is. Looks like it's got a bit of a design on it. If I can get it in focus. Get some light on it there. Could be some kind of a pin or badge or something. It's got to have some age to it. It was down about 4 to 6 inches. So let me take a little toothpick to that and see if I can get some more detail off it. Okay, it's definitely a nice little relic. It's a fleur-de-lis. It says Boy Scouts on the bottom of it. And I'd say that's got some age to it. Still got the full shank and clip on the back. That's going to be fun cleaning that up. See if I can get a date on it or some sort of a idea as to what era it's from. And yeah, I'm outside of the Boy Scout hut here again, so what I'm going to do is see if I can get the Cub Master, whatever he's called, and give these back if they're interested. I found half a dozen relics now relating to Boy Scouts, and they're nice to have, but they might appreciate them more. Cool relic. Okay, so when I encounter a quarter like this, which I got from, or a dollar like this, which I got from the bank, you can see it's got a whole bunch of crud on the back of it, as if somebody took some tape, some double-sided tape, to stick it in a book or something. That's a shame, really. It marks the coin and doesn't retain its value. Not that it's a high-value coin anyway, but I just really don't like to see coins being messed with this way. I immediately put them in the 2x2s. But this is one of them that has that crud on it. I'm going to try and show you here what I do to clean that off without damaging the coin. So this is the product I use here. It's called nail polish remover. It's 100% acetone is the chemical. This comes in a convenient format. You can see in there's kind of a pump and a well so that you're not spilling it all over the place. And I'll show you a little bit more when I get it open here. So here's a better view of it. Basically, you just gently and carefully lift open that hinge top lid there, and you can see a well in there for the acetone. Just push that once or twice and it comes to the surface. And then what I do, I'll try to position the camera here so you can see it properly. I take a Q-tip, or a cotton bud, as some people like to call it. Let me see if I can get a clean one here. Oops. And this works amazingly well, this stuff, because what you see on there, that glue or paste or whatever it is they use for Scotch tape, it's basically a petroleum product that will dissolve with this acetone, not leaving a trace, and it does not damage the coin as long as you're gentle with the product and with the applicator. So as you can see already, all that stuff is gone and nothing remains, and the acetone evaporates almost on contact. The one thing I want to warn you about is don't use this if you've got an open sore. It stings like crazy, and you really know that you're using it if you happen to get it into an open sore. But there you go. Just a quick little tip. If you come across any coins that have been mishandled this way, you know, kids with their coin collections or whatever sometimes want to put it into a book, a scrapbook or whatever, and attach it with paste or glue or Scotch tape, and that'll take off the residue quite nicely. So there you go. That's a 1979, is it? 1979 Canada dollar. It's 100% nickel and pretty nice shape. So that's one of quite a few that I got from the bank today at face value, including a 1966 silver dollar. So I'll do a whole new episode on that and the unpackaging, because when I went to the bank and asked the lady there, the teller, if they still call them tellers at the bank, she said, oh no, we haven't got anything, just to dismiss it and kind of carry on. But her neighbor, the other teller next to her, she said, oh yeah, something came in yesterday. So she went to the back and brought out two envelopes. One was containing 20 50-cent pieces, which of course, as you know, is my favorite. And the other containing 60 $60 $61 pieces. So that's really filling out my collection quite nicely. So I've got $70 of